So if you haven't guessed from that, we are in Belfast this morning. Our Northern Ireland reporter Dougie Beattie is at the Titanic exhibition in the city.
And the sun is shining. The sun is shining, Dougie.
I've always wanted to say this on TV, so here we go. May get sacked for it. Scorchio.
Right, so you're outside
the board.
Tell us about the building behind you and what it's based on, why it's so special.
Eamon, we were inside to get your pictures, and the pictures were breaking up out of the unit. The inside the exhibition itself is magnificent. It tells the story of the Titanic. We're actually standing, where we're standing now, is the very slipway where she left from, and right the way down, right to the very end. It is beautiful, and there's stuff there of Game of Thrones, etc. out round here as well. So very historical area. But of course, the Titanic, built in Belfast, as most of the White Star Line ships were. She tragically sank on her maiden voyage. But this particular exhibition centre inside has loads of artefacts in it. You can see the difference between first and second and third class cabins, and it is amazing just how much difference there is. We go from quite sizable cabins down to something the size of a postage stamp to go across, and it does show you the difference that was back in those days. But it has been very, very successful indeed. And joining me now is Claire Bacon, the marketing manager for the Titanic, and she's going to tell us about what sort of accolades you've had so far.
Yes, we've been really lucky over the years to win a number of awards, but I think the one that means most to us probably is the world's leading tourist attraction, which we won a few years ago. It was just wonderful to be recognised on that sort of world stage with other attractions like the Las Vegas Strip and the Ferrari World in Abu Dhabi. So I think that's probably the one that means the most.
It really does take you back in time. I mean, you can actually see, you nearly smell it, and the amount of video that is in there is amazing, especially the glass floor where you walk over the top of the ship. Tell us, how many years did it actually take to put it together?
So it was a number of years in the planning. The project was in the works sort of as part of the Signature Tourism project, and then we opened in 2012, and since then we've welcomed over 6.5 million visitors from all across the world. So it really is a tourism success story for Northern Ireland.
In this particular period of time with staycations and so forth, where are most of your visitors coming from?
So at the minute we're sort of striving to be back to our pre-pandemic levels. Most of our visitors are coming from local markets, your GB markets, your ROI markets, but we are starting to see really good pickup from the US particularly, and some of those international markets really coming back, which is a really good sign.
And amazingly, we now have cruise ships that come into Belfast. I never thought I would ever see the day back when I was a lad running about these places. And I mean, how much business do they bring you?
Yes, we're lucky. We get lots of cruise passengers coming to Titanic Belfast. It's sort of a bucket list, and whenever they come in and they dock just in the harbour quite close to us, they always stop by Titanic Belfast on their, if they're here for a day. This year we've record numbers of cruise ships in, so it's looking like we'll get lots of cruise passengers in this summer, which is great.